Guys, with the new year 2022 coming in, IRCC, that is Canada Immigration, has finally decided to do away with the existing NOC system, which was last overhauled in the year 2011 and updated in 2016. We are now moving to a new system, which is the tier based system. Now, what exactly is this new NOC code or the tier system is the main topic of the day. Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Brampton, Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Guys, before we move any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you're an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this is a channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, with the new year 2022 coming in, Canada, that is IRCC, had already announced last year, which is 2021, regarding the change in the classification system of the NOC codes, which is the NOC codes. Now, guys, you already know that the National Occupational Classification, which is the NOC codes, it defines how the IRCC looks at what you do. Now, you could be a sales manager or a sales associate or a sales supervisor or a sales executive. All of these these designations have different meanings to Canada, whereas a person like an IT developer, a software developer, could be the same as a web developer, right? Now all of these things usually had NOC codes, which were either like say NOC 0, A, B, C and D, right? Now NOC 0 previously used to mean that it's usually in the managerial nature. NOC A is more professional in nature, whereas NOC B is a more skilled trade occupation sort of a situation. C and D are the semi-skilled or the trade based, right? So we still have these, right? The NOC codes are still going on and we are still practicing the same NOC 2016 or the 2011, depending on which program the person is applying under. So the IRCC is still using those NOC codes. But in the end of year 2021, IRCC had declared that the IRCC will be moving away from the NOC codes, and now they are introducing the newly formed system, which is called the tier based. So it's training, education, experience and the responsibility, TEER, tier based system, which should be launched in the year 2022. Now we have not received a clear communication as to when this new tier based system will be applicable and which economic class streams or the streams of PR will it affect. For now we know that Canada has introduced this tier based. It's almost ready. If you go onto the NOC website, you can very well view it. If you go to the drop down, you can see that within the NOC 2011-16, you will see the new tier based 2022 system as well. Okay. Now, first let's talk about what this tier based system is and what brought the change. And then I will tell you what are the different tiers, the classes that we have. I have them here and I will discuss them with you. So guys, first of all, as I said, it focuses more on your training, your education, then your experience and responsibilities. What IRCC says is that the previous NOC based system used to create a difference of a low versus a high skill, whereas the new tier based system is going to accurately capture the skills which are required in each occupation. They're saying that the new tier base is much more accurate and does not create any difference. It further says that instead of focusing on the skills or anything which cannot be clearly identified based on the designation, they are now going to go towards and what is the education and the experience required to get into a particular tier, right? So that ways they are able to differentiate between the skills and the education and the experience, right? So that also is there. Now if you look at the tiers, now there are tier categories 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and the new tier system has 516 occupation, which is up around 16 occupations above than the 500 which were under the NOC 2016. Guys, just a quick note, the the occupation classification system gets updated every 5 years and gets overhauled every 10 years. Now the last major change happened in 2011. 2016 was more of an update, Whereas in 2021 they introduced the new system which is going to be applicable in the year 2022. Now let's just quickly look at what is the difference and what are the kind of tier categories or the classifications that will be applicable. Now they say that the tier 0 will be more into management occupations. Okay, tier 1 will be where completion of a university degree, which is like a bachelor's or a master's, is required. And a tier 2 would be where a completion of a post secondary education of 2 or 3 years at a community college is required, right? So multiple categories, or the description is there. It says completion of an apprenticeship might be required, or maybe a supervisory or a significant safety requirement, and then several years of work experience in a specific occupation from tier category 3 when applicable, right? If you go for tier 3, it again says that completion of a post secondary education program of less than 2 years might be required, which could be from a community college or a CEGEP. It could also mean that the person has done an apprenticeship of less than 2 years or more than 6 months on the job training when the training course was a specific work experience in a particular secondary school. Okay, and then several years of completion in a specific occupation from tier 4. Okay, now they're going up, right? So if they say that you have had several years of work experience in category 4, then you could easily fit into a category 3, right? So that also transition is there. Tier 4, completion of a secondary school or several weeks of on the job training, and then several years of experience from the tier below, which is tier 5. Now tier 5, short work demonstration and no formal education requirements are there. Now if you talk about your job classification, let's say you are working as an assistant design consultant, then you would have to go to one of the tiers and then see whether you complete or match the entry program requirements as well, right? If you do, then you will have to pick up the right tier and then apply for your requested or required economic class or whatever immigration program that you're applying under. Guys, please remember the tier system going forward in 2022. We don't have when a date as to when it will be launched, but it's going to be very important. So for now, you can head out to the NOC website and get a feeler of how the tier system is going to look like and what will be your tier system when you make a profile or when you apply for your PR. Guys, I hope the information in this year 2022, the first piece of information, was helpful. If you have any doubts, please feel free to drop in a message on the number on the screen. My details are there in the description box. Please feel free to book a session and I would be more than happy to connect with you. Once again, I wish you all the best and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.